What's going on, everyone? Antonio here, founder of the Cash to Assets Club. So I've been going back and forth for a couple of days trying to figure out how I'm going to talk, what subject I'm going to talk about on our new topic. And if, I've been going for back a couple of days here, and if some of you have been following us, you probably saw that my son received a couple of awards today at his school. If you follow us on our social media, on our Instagram and Snapchat, follow us with Blink Show TV and Cash to Assets Club on Instagram and Snapchat. You may have seen Chris posting the awards where, my son got these awards there. There was a couple of them. One of the awards were for music participation and understanding like the music, and the other award was the merit award that kids get for having A's and B's in school. And I was very proud of him. He got 2 awards in that sitting. But and don't get it twisted. I'm not the kind of father and one where I'm gonna, I'm not tripping on all A's, perfect attendance and all that. I feel we have enough problems that we're dealing with right now. School is definitely important. Obviously, education is key. But what I saw, and I couldn't help that it caught my attention, was I saw a few kids that were sitting there, and they just seemed that they were totally disconnected from the whole process. Some of them were seeming to be upset. One little boy I saw just kind of looking around, not participating in the award ceremony in itself. He wasn't clapping, for his fellow students, and he just really didn't seem like he was there. But it hit me though when I saw that. I knew exactly what I was going to talk about in my next subject. When I saw him, I started to see myself. I saw that I was just like that little kid. I felt sad when I was, sitting where he was, looking at the other kids getting these awards. I felt like, I was stupid or something because my name wasn't being called and I wasn't being recognized for basically doing anything, academic-wise, So when I went back, a couple of the parents went back to the classroom with the teacher, and I took a moment and I asked the teacher, I said, is there what difference do you see from the kids that received awards versus the kids that didn't receive any awards? And the first thing she said is she noticed the difference in the parents in the household. She said, in other words, the kids that was receiving awards had 2 parents in the household, and the kids, for the most part, who wasn't receiving awards, were single parent in the household. And I can relate to that because in the past, I feel very sad at times because I know there was a point in time where I failed my boys, and I don't know if they experienced that same thing, sitting down when other students was getting these awards. I don't even know how many awards they've gotten. But I do know that because I was able to forgive myself, I hope in one day when they get a little older that they can understand and forgive me as well. But that's gonna come in their own time. But as long as I was able to do that for myself, now I can recognize and move forward. And that's basically what I'm trying to talk about today, and why we came upon this subject. See, I never looked for their mothers to give me forgiveness and for them to give the child an excuse. See, that's going to have to come on their own. Whatever the mother's done or did or how they're handling the situation, they're going to have to do that and be comfortable with their own spirit. And that's what they're going to have to work that out with. So So when I see my son, Zaya, he's the youngest, when I saw him, get all those awards, I know to see that we as parents, we encourage him to do his best. We give him as much love and support as possible. Even though there may be differences that her or I may have, you have to have a stronger value system that can penetrate through some of the troubles, and it could actually stick to the child's mental stability. And see, it's not a secret that we have a tremendous amount of single parents in this country. There's no secret there. Zaya has some amazing parents. He has an amazing mother who cares about him and supports him 1,000%. And unfortunately, a lot of kids, they don't have that. See, fathers, we've been continuously pushed out of the household for all types of reasons. And ultimately, when you look at the results of that and the results that have been over time, these are the things that we have to tackle. So this message may not pertain specifically to you, but if it does, I'm going to encourage you to register and on our page, and you'll also see why I came up with and why I say technology killed child support. If it doesn't apply to you, I want you to please share it with someone that you may know that may be affected by this. And again, I don't know why I always have to say this, but we're in 2017 now. We shouldn't continuously have to say we're only talking to the people that need this. If your situation is fine and the household is fine, and all that, and I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about the mad and upset mothers who just think everyone's on a vengeance and you're being, all this, you're operating in a negative state. Well, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the fathers that want to be in their kids' lives, and the fathers that may have made some mistakes, and their penalty, which has been set on them by the court system, and you want to have a relationship with your child, and there's a lot of people who advocate that you don't have a relationship with your child. I have a relationship with my youngest son, and that's where I stand. And I'm not telling you what to do. My goal here at the club and with Technology Killed Child Support, our goal is to help fathers live. We have answers and solutions that can help you get on your feet, even if you're paying child support. And when you can do that, then you can start taking care of yourself. Once you can take care of yourself, then you can start taking care of your household. So those are the fathers that we're talking about and we're talking to. So if you know someone that fits in that example, please have them register at technologykilledchildsupport.tk. That's .tk as in Thomas King, www.technologykilledchildsupport.tk. I'm Antonio Freeman, founder of the Cash to Assets Club. I'll see you soon.